Yo, what's going on, guys? Fate here, and welcome back to the channel. And today I'm doing my SDL Week 4 game versus Star Maiden. And you can see the matchup on your screen because I decided that was a pretty good idea. So, yeah, now you got the matchup on your screen. Anyways, the first mon is Melia the Mew with Psychic, Fire Blast, Power Gem, and Nasty Plot. So I decided this would be a pretty good set because yeah, I mean, I think it's just a really good breaker here. Offensively, there's definitely checks offensively with Galvantula and Zoroark, and even like Salamence. And then Tapu Lele can also eat one naturally because I don't have coverage for it. But otherwise, if I get this in on Conkeldurr or whatever and get a nice free Nasty Plot, I think we're going to have a great time. Anyways, next up, we got Fiora, the Incineroar, which is built to take on the Tapu Lele, among other special threats like Zoroark. And yeah, it also has Intimidate, which could come in handy versus Salamence or Conkeldurr. Then we have Nene, the Gramble. Wow, I cannot remember that mon's name. With Play Rough, Thunderwave, Sleep Talk, and Rest. This is built to take on the Salamence, and then it also spreads T-Wave versus things like Celesteela or really whatever it wants to, but mostly things like Celesteela that will come in on it for free. So yeah, that's why it's D-Wave. Next up, we got Shulk. You already know, with Stone Edge, Dueling Beat, Earthquake, and Dragon Dance. I think this is pretty solid coverage for most of his team, and as long as we get some nice chip off, it has a decent chance to come in and sweep. Next up, we got Dunban, the Landorus Therian form. And Dunban should be able to have a pretty good time here with leftovers, with EQ, Smackdown, Stealth Rock, and Defog. Smackdown is obviously for the Celesteela, but it also hits the Salamence well too. And Stealth Rock and Defog are pretty obvious. And I didn't want to forego Defog because this team has potential Toxic Spikes. Well, that's not really the reason. This team has potential Sticky Webs. And I didn't want to forego Defog against Sticky Webs because that just seems like a silly idea. Because that would make things a lot harder for Mew to break, along with the last Pocket Monster, Dixon, with the Choice Scarf, and Shadow Ball, Sludge Wave, Energy Ball, and Dazzling Gleam. This one is obviously meant as the revenge killer for the team, and has coverage to do so. And yeah, that's the prep. Let's go ahead and get into the game. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the matchup on your screen. Okay, we are back. And yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the game. Looking at the matchup, it's literally about what I expected him to bring, and I'm glad I brought Defog. But yeah, I think I just lead Landorus here. Oh, JK. I lead Aerodactyl because Dueling Beat threatens out the Galvantula, and there is no Sticky Webs because of it. So I just go straight away for Dueling Beat. I didn't want to risk anything by like clicking some other move. And then I go straight to Landorus as he goes for Toxic. Pretty solid play by him. But Landorus covered Stealth Rock and Earthquake. And just a general good switch in there. So, and it gets rocks up for me. I go straight to my Fiora, the Incineroar, on the Celesteela because it deals with setup and then also deals with the stupid Leech Seed nonsense, which the Leech Seed nonsense sucks. He gets to play right there. So I go straight to Gramble to get another Intimidate off. And I thought it was highly unlikely that he'd go for a Steel move. So I stand again, predicting him not to hit me again. I go for T-Wave because I figured him not moving sometimes would really help me deal with this Pokemon Monster. So that's what I went ahead and did. And then I go back to my Incineroar, and I get a knockoff off on the Seismitoad as he decides to switch out. And I figured this would be an opportune time to go Melia and get some power off. So I just go for Nasty Plot, and I Psychic, and I kill the Toad, and he goes straight to Galvantula. I probably didn't need the Nasty Plot, but I figured he might switch, so, but he just stayed in and rocks, so yeah, it didn't matter. And he tries to revenge me there with the Galvantula, so I go straight away to my my Gengar, and I probably should have went for something else, but I needed to Sludge Wave because it was the only thing that I had a chance to kill. And then I go straight to my Gramble here to try to bait him into a steal move, I think, and not leech seeding me. But he can't move anyway, so it doesn't matter. And then I go for knockoff here on the Salamence, and we see Boots. And then I go to my Gramble, which is literally built to take this on. And we actually see Special, which makes sense against Gramble. And Gramble's got. But Gramble didn't matter. It was Gramble, so I didn't care. And then we see him go straight away to Steelix on my Mega Aerodactyl, which, I would do the same thing. Good switch. And then I go Landorus once again on Steelix as he goes for Gyro Ball, which makes perfect sense. And I go for Smackdown, which is probably an unnecessary risk to take there. I probably should have just Earthquaked, because now I have to Earthquake anyway. But and now my Landorus is dead, so I could have just went for 2 Earthquakes and I would have been fine. So a little bit of a weird play, in my opinion, by him. But it is what it is. I go straight to Melia, and I miss my Fire Blast. And that's really bad, because the Eventual would have been dead. And now I gotta sack my Gengar. And now it looks like we're in a really, really bad spot, because we kind of are. So that's why it looks like we're in a bad spot. But fortunately, he goes Steelix, which is actually in range of Earthquake. So we're able to even it up pretty quickly there with my Mega Aerodactyl here. And then Mega Aerodactyl actually lives this Moonblast because I believe, because he's Choice Scarf. So Mega Aero lives the Moonblast there, and he definitely should have Psychic. But he was worried about me going Incineroar, I guess, so he actually wanted to get damage off. But yeah, I'm perfectly good to go with that. And I go Incineroar now. And I believe I just Flare Blitz. And we are in the end game now. And we do about 80%, and he gets that leech seed off. And yeah. So he's going to go for Protect. I knew he was going to go for Protect, right? But there's no way I could, do anything about it. And this time he goes Salamence. And I believe I also make... Oh, no, I don't. I don't make a switch. Yeah, I guess I didn't need to. It's pretty unnecessary. And I'm just going to let my Incineroar go down here. And now it's all up to Mew to potentially win a speed tie. It does win the speed tie. And now we also, because of the rocks, we actually do confirm get the kill here, as long as Fire Blast does connect, and it does. So another pretty quick game, just like the one from week 3. But yeah, that was the game. And there's definitely probably some, yeah, I mean, the Gengar walking the Sludge Wave was pretty useless, because I knew he had to keep around Galvantula to reliably revenge my Mew, especially at the HP Mew was at. So I probably should have considered not auto-locking into Sludge Wave. And then honestly, Gramble and Gengar came, but they really didn't do anything, so there might have been better mons to bring and private to begin with. Anyways, that is my SDL week 4 game versus Star Maiden. I don't know if I said week 4. I really might not have said week 4. You guys can't see. But it says week 4 on the team, so whatever. I'm not sure if I said week 4 or not. Anyways, like the video if you like it, and subscribe for more SDL content. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.